Soon. Jessica Lane, BBC News.
Well, in a moment, we'll speak to our correspondent, Ellie Price, who is in Edenbridge. But first, Nick Garnett is near Huddersfield. How have things been there, Nick?
Well, across much of the country, and in this area in particular, the main A roads have been cleared. But it's those rural areas, those side roads that are being left untreated. And really, no one knows when they're going to reopen, because it's going to have to be left until the weather changes and the thaw sets in before they can be clear. Now, it's really important that this road, the M62, stays open. Most, if not all, of the other Trans-Pennine routes are blocked by snow at the moment, and so this is the only one across. And look at the number of lorries that there are. But I have to say, the road is quieter than it usually is at this time of day. Now, it's been a struggle to keep this road open over the last 24 hours. Traffic officers and gritters have been out almost constantly, and they've been clearing snow. They've been clearing excess water and even jackknifed lorries as they try everything they can to make sure that the route stays open and that people can travel across the country on this one road at least.
Nick, thank you. The Environment Agency is warning people to stay away from rising water this lunchtime and not to try and drive through floodwater. Ellie Price is in Edenbridge. Ellie, what has the flooding been like there?
Well, they had been preparing for a flood here, and certainly the little dog we saw swimming about in the floodwater a few minutes ago had wondered where its field had gone. But happily, the town of Edenbridge here in Kent hasn't flooded. Let me show you, though, just how close it came to it. This is the bridge right in the centre of the town. Now, there had been a flood warning here in Edenbridge for the River Eden and Eden Brook. But as I say, that flood warning was lifted this morning. Now, I spoke to the Environment Agency about an hour or so ago, who said that they felt like the worst was probably over for the southeast. Of course, that's small comfort for those people living in homes that have flooded, but those homes tend to be in areas where there is flooding anyway. Now, across the country, there are, when I last looked, 165 flood warnings still in place. That number is going up and down throughout the day, and more than 300 flood alerts. Now, a flood warning is where a flood is expected. A flood alert is where there is a risk of a flood. Now, the Environment Agency says they're particularly worried about the Midlands and Leicestershire and the south coast. And a warning, as you say today, about driving through floodwater. A reminder that it only takes 37 centimetres to float a car. So if you're on that road and it looks okay, still take care.
Ellie, thank you. And